Hi everybody, it's Robin with Uniquely Robins. We're working on our little pouch for our prayer journal. I have an aunt that has a birthday coming up, and I think I'm going to make one of these for her birthday. She can take to church and things, because they are involved in that. I have just one little spot over here that didn't glue down. We're going to make sure that it does. Okay. Now, for our closure for the, we're gonna decorate it a little bit here first. I had this that I cut out of that other piece. I'm thinking about putting it on here. I think it'll look really nice right there. So we're going to do that. Kind of make it look like a couple of little flowers on the stems. I'm gonna move it over just to the hair, because I want it to kind of go over a little bit the edge. And I think that homemade paper of Lisa's, or Rebecca's, sorry, Rebecca. I mind all a flutter today. Looks really nice underneath there. I want to kind of tear this in just a little bit because it's a little too straight for me. There we go. Okay, I thought I had some little white bows, but I don't. I have these little red bows, which at first I thought, no, that doesn't look well. But it does bring out the red in her flowers there. So I think that it will work okay. We don't want anything too awful big and bulky on the front of this, due to the fact that I want her to be able to put it in her Bible case or in her purse. So we're going to put this on each of these little corners. On this side. I hope everybody's doing good. It's a little rainy and yucky today, but I'm hoping it's not too awful dark, the video. But see, I think that brings the red out in her dress really nice, and it brings out the red color in the butterfly a little bit. So I don't think that's bad. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to the closure. And as I showed you, I did get this snap set. I think we are gonna use those blue ones I already have out. Buy me a plastic container to store these little bits and pieces in, or else I'll have them everywhere. Now bear with me a little bit, because I have never used this before. Sorry if I'm making a lot of noise. Okay, so let's get all these little bits and pieces out. Yeah, there's instructions on the back, thank goodness, because otherwise I would be lost. You could use, like I said, this whole kit was like $14, I think, and you get all the buttons and everything with it. But if you don't want to spend the money, which I understand wholeheartedly, you can use magnets. If you have magnets, you can use, ribbon, like we usually or sometimes do. You can use anything on this, but I thought we would try this, and I'm wondering, do I just want one in the middle? I think I just want one in the middle. Okay, so we start, we use a little pokey tool here and find where we want it to be. And I'm just gonna, you can measure this out if you want, but I'm just gonna kind of guesstimate the center and poke a hole. And we have several thicknesses, so it's going to be nice and sturdy. Okay. And then I'm going to make sure I got it down far enough. Mark it with my pencil through the hole so we know where our other side is going to go. And we're going to poke a hole in there. Okay. Now next we have to find the piecey parts. I'm trying to see if I can. It's not very explicit, is it? Well, let's dump some of these out here and see the differences in them. So we'll need, I guess, one of those, and one of those, I would say. Let's go from there. Oh, that didn't work very well, did it? Here lately I've been having my good days and my bad days, and this one's not an awful day, but okay, so let's see if I can figure out how this works, because as I said, it's not very explicit. Well, there's the snap part. So I take it this has to go through this side or this side. That side, I would say. Okay, so let's unsnap it. I don't know. Maybe I'll figure it out. I might have to take some time with this to figure. Okay, we need 2 of the button ones, it says up here in the corner with the little plunger-like things on it. Okay, that makes more sense. All right, so let's see. Let's snap these back together. Okay, so this is going to be the outside. And that's going to pop up. So I think we stick this through this hole. And that goes on. And what do we use? Okay, looks like we just squish it like that. Okay. Which does this go on the outside? Oh my goodness. Shouldn't be this hard, should it? Probably making it harder than it really is. Just because I've never done it. So let's see. Okay, so that's together. So now we'll put the, come here you, this button on this side. And then this one goes facing up this way, and that way, squish it. I'm squishing it the right direction. Yeah, it says to hold it that way, so we were doing it right. And we squish it like that. Okay. I don't know what the pliers are for, because we didn't use them. Haha! We did it! I don't know what, oh, these are just, these are replacements for this part here, and these are replacements for this up here, okay. 2 different sizes, evidently. I guess, I don't know what this is for. Lift pad. Oh, it's another one of these, okay. A replacement for that, evidently. Okay. It says screwdriver. I guess that's just to take it apart. The hatch screws? Yeah, it does. Okay. So that's what screwdriver's for. All right. So, gonna make these stick up just a little bit. All right, so there's our little pouch. I'm gonna put a couple of more, let's see, some of these I cut wrong. add just a little bit more to this little pocket here. There we go. All right. It wasn't as hard as I made it out to be, was it? Wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. Yeah, a nice little kit here. It's called a Snap Pliers for Plastic. But it all came together in this set, and there's 400 buttons. I guess the name is LAUKE, and the number is HY1052 if you want to order this. I got this on Amazon, and I'm pretty sure it was like right around $14, $13, $14. So not too awful much. All right, now we want something to put in that. So we're going to make one of our, if I find them. Oh, here we go, journals. We're going to make us a journal. And I'm going to at least use one piece of that in it, if not two. And then we have, let's get some pages. Let's put, we could put white in this easily. Let's put a few pages of white. A little stash of different kinds of paper here. We got some coffee dyed paper, a few parchment papers. Let's put a couple of graph paper, a ledger page. Give her several different kinds of paper. Okay, and wanted to incorporate that. We definitely want to use in there. I'm thinking, I think I want to use a piece of music paper. Piece of music paper to put in there. Somewhere I do have some music paper. Here's these. We'll use that. Okay. Now I also have these other pages that I printed out. That's not the right ones. I want the ones with the lines. I know they're here. Just gotta find them. I've printed out a lot of this. There they are. Come back here. Okay. I want some of these with the lines on it that are double-sided. Give her some writing space. Yeah, let's go with that for now. Slide this on top over here. That'll give me some to choose from. All right, and let's say I lost my front page. There it is. Okay, this is going to be a cover. So we'll pick out the pages we want because these are going to have to be cut down a little bit, and so are these. So we'll pick out the pages that we want to go inside our journal. So let's start with a couple of white pages. And as I said, I do know I'm going to have to cut these down. Okay, there's a couple of those. Let's go now to a coffee dyed page. Actually, let's put this ledger page next. And this is what's called a junk journal because it has all kinds of different kind of pages and stuff in it. And that one. Put a couple parchment pages. Let's put one. Then we'll put another one of these in there. I want to have some pretty throughout. Let's use this graph paper next. My fingers don't want to work today. Let's put a piece of this next. Fold this in half. We'll put a piece of that in there for some texture. Let's go to another parchment. Music page. I want this to be, you know, not a huge journal, but a good size. So she has several pages to use in it. Let's use this again. It's got some real bright and pretty on the other side. And then let's go for another white page. Another graph page. Let's go for another one of these. Let's see what's on the inside of these. Come on. Open sesame. I thought one had, I guess it didn't. All right. Let's see how fat we have it now, because we're going to add some stuff, pockets and stuff in it, so it'll make it a little thicker too. Let's put another coffee dyed page in there. And then we'll put this pretty page. And we'll put another piece of this. Homemade paper in there. Yeah, I think that's good. That'll be good. Yeah. I'm gonna put another piece of parchment and another blank white page in there. I think that should be good. Once we get the pockets and stuff, it'll make it nice and full. So now we need to figure out where we want to cut. And I'm trying to get everything down to the bottom. And I can mark this where I want to cut it off. I want it to come a little below. Okay. And in a little from the outside edge. So let's try that out. See if I can cut these all together. I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. It would be lovely if it would cut all the way through, but I'm thinking it's probably not gonna. But might. Okay, I think that'll work. And if I open it now, get the back pages. All right, we won't even have to take it out of their order. Okay, so I did cut off my thing though of where I wanted this side, so let's redo that. Let's do about right there. All right. Right about there. Let's go over just a tad. There we go. Okay, I don't think it's going to cut all the way through that way. But, oops. If we get the bulk out of there, then we can do it again. Trying to get it straight. No, me and straight don't always work well together. I'm just gonna pull that because it's on the part we're not gonna use anyway. Okay, let's get the other cutter. Maybe that'll help matters. This one sometimes will cut a lot thicker paper than the other one. So we'll see. Okay. And then if we just flip it over, and we should be able to get the other side. Okay. Just a little trim right there. And there we have our pages. And we didn't have to get them all out of order. Put our scraps in the scrap pile. And that's what you make your homemade paper with, is your scraps. One of these days we will venture into that. Let me just get this little corner. Hands are a little shaky today. I'm debating if I want rounded corners on this. I think I do. I'm in the process of fixing my desk, I know, yet again. We only had the small piece of wood we could get to in the wintertime, but now we're got the garage all rearranged for summer, and there it is. I can get to the big piece of wood now. So sometime this week or next I will be making a new desk, and hopefully it won't be so cluttered. All right. Yeah, I think we do want to round these corners. So the first thing I'm going to do though is seems to be a little crooked. So maybe that's all it was. Oh, that's all it was. Okay. I like the rounded corners. Pardon my shaky hands today. Well, come on. Get in there. I think I need a bigger cup to hold my pens and pencils and tools. It's not quite big enough. Let's see now. Yeah, that'll be nice. Okay. All right. The next step is we're going to find our middle. And we'll sew this together. How I do it is I take my clips. I need to get that other journal done this week too. All right, let me get my little clip container here and grab some clips out. Because we want them to be not moving around on us. I want to check my little papers and make sure they're in the middle. That's where I want them to be. And I'm just going to put one on for the moment. Maybe, if I can get a hold of it. Gosh. Do you guys have all these problems like I do? Okay, now let's find our envelopes. We have these, and this one, and these. We're going to use at least these two today. So we're going to cut those out real fast. Hopefully fast and not too crooked. So I want to, I know it feels like I'm going all over the place today, but I want one of these to be in the middle, sewn into the middle, so that's why I want to cut it out before I sew it together. Okay, and I think we're going to use this dark one in the middle, I think. These scissors, as long as I seem to go at a fairly good clip, it seems to work really well. Okay. I love these little scissors. I got those from Amazon too. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think my material ones and these, I think, came as a set. Don't quote me on that, but I think they did. All right, so we're going to fold this. All right, get it straight. And we fold it. Then it has a little flip part here that folds in this way. And then you glue it down. Of course, I folded it way too far. Let's try that again. That's better. It's supposed to come out to the end. It's good with that dark, though. You really don't see when you mess up so much. So we're going to glue this. Come on, you were just working. And we're going to glue across the bottom. Okay. And then you have a nice little coin pocket, or why does it look upside down? Oh, I bet I was supposed to glue that and leave the top open. Oh, yes, I bet you're right. I bet I was. Oh, well, it's good for me to make the mistake, so you don't have to. It's not quite dry yet, so we can open it back up. Okay, this you fold up and glue. I don't know what I was thinking. Evidently, I wasn't. Okay. That looks better. Okay. So then you have a little pocket you can put a little tag in. And this one here is the one we're going to use on the middle, on the inside. So let me fold this. And then forward that way. A little bit more than when I had it the first time, so it'll touch. And then this folds up that way, like so. I'm not gluing this one yet because I'm going to sew it into the middle and then I'll glue it. I'll make sure it's going the right direction. Yeah, I'm going to sew it into the middle and then I will glue it on. So let's, I guess I didn't have to wait to put these on because it's not going to reach that far. Well, this part might, just to hold it still a little bit. Okay. Goodness me. You'd think I just started doing this. Okay, so here is our journal. Make sure it's gonna sew in straight. Let me straighten that a little. There we go. I don't want any peppers. Now, see if we can find that corn flour-like color. Oh, I think that'll work just perfectly. These where I keep all my little threads. This is wax thread, so I like that. I'll just keep it in this little box for now. Okay. And then I have my needles over here. And I like to use the big needle. I have one that has a, that's it, pointed in, and I have one that has a more blunt end. Either one works. Okay. I want a good size thread. That's long enough. Okay. And this is puckering a bit here at the top. I don't want it to do that. I don't want it to do that. Okay. So, thread our needle. I like the big-eyed ones because I see it a little better. And a little trick that I find helps me out when I'm sewing these on is I take a paper clip, just any old paper clip, and I tie it just one time on the bottom of my thread. That way when I go through my hole, it kind of stops it from going through, so you don't lose your thread. The first few times I made one of these, I kept losing my thread, so I saw that little trick online. I didn't come up with that, but it works really well, and I can't remember who it was. I think it was, I'm not sure who it was. I don't want to say who I think it was because I could be wrong, and then I don't want to do that. So I can't remember who it was, but somebody online on a YouTube channel had showed us that, and it works really well. So now, most people just take their little pokey tool. There it is. I'm just going to use the one that came with the book. And you can measure this all out if you want to. You know, that's up to you. I just kind of eyeball it. And a lot of times I will use my hole punch. It has a really small hole. And I'll just use it. So I don't have to fight with it too much. And I've never had a problem. So, but today we'll use this little awl. And poke our little holes. There's one. And I want to make sure this one goes right in the middle so it goes through that homemade paper, which is kind of thick, which is good because it won't tear then. And then one at the bottom. Okay. I always have to think for a minute. I go through the middle, up through there. Okay. Yeah, you go through the middle. Then up through the top one, back in through the top one, I should say. Oops, I'm on the wrong side of the paper. There we go. And then back through the middle. And I always hold it kind of to one side. If you can, just keeps you from going through your thread, because if you go through the actual thread itself, it's a pain in the butt sometimes to get out. So we're going to go back through the middle, and then we're going to come back in through the bottom. And then I go under my thread here. So that way you have one on one side and one on the other, and then when you tie it down, it ties a lot snugger. And then tie it. Sometimes I do that twice through there. Sometimes just once. Once is good enough, but sometimes I do it twice. Just give it a different look. And I tie mine in the middle several times because I don't want it to come undone. Okay, then you can just pretty much pull your little paper clip that helped you out off and tell him thank you and put him aside. I want these to hang out just a little bit. I mean, not tremendous amount, but just a little bit so we can put a little something on there. I had way more than I needed, didn't I? Okay. Let's take our clips off. And tell them thank you for their help. Thank you very much, and put them aside. Okay, that's our back. This is our front. I didn't put this in upside down. No, okay. Now we will glue it, and that way we'll glue our strings. And if you don't want to put a little something on there, we won't on this one. Just you can just clip it off there. I forgot because I'm putting it in that pouch. I don't think we'll want it. And then when you close up your envelope here, I love to put envelopes in the middle. Didn't want to come out at first though. want you to think I was putting tons and tons of glue on there. So this will close this way, and this will come up. I like to put envelopes in the middle if I'm not going to put anything on the strings, because then you can't see them, and it doesn't. It hides everything inside the little pouch. I'm going to trim this up here a little bit because it's a little. Must have cut it a little crooked. So I'm just gonna trim it a tiny bit here. Nothing major. So there we have it. And then you have your little pouch to put your little tags in. I always save these strings because they come in handy when you're making different things. Okay, let's find a couple of little tags to put in our little pocket here. Ooh, that one's pretty. Actually, that might fit in there. I'm not sure it will. You like that? There we go. Okay. So now we can go through and put our little bits and pieces inside there. I think this is going to be too long. Now I could cut this down to fit, but I'm not going to cut it down. I'm just going to put it inside, so it'll stick out the top a little bit. I think we still have plenty of room to, and to go in our bag. No big deal. But I'm just going to tuck it away in there somewhere. Probably paper clip it in, so she'll have it. Now let's see. I have those bits and pieces. We have all of these yet too. We have all our little words and things. So we will go to decorate. And I think the first thing I want to do is find, is there tickets? Here is the words. I want to find a nice little word to put on the front. There's hope, positivity, thrive, bloom, create, grace, breathe, build, persevere, heart, flourish, progress, grow, inspire, calm, appreciate, love, pause, light, joy, strength, listen, renew, focus, beauty, persist, brave, mindful, respect, family, and reflect. I kind of like that reflect. And I like this breathe too. I might put those like that. Breathe and reflect. I like that. It needs something behind it, I think. I think maybe we will use a piece of this piece of something back there. Do we want lacy behind it? That's not going to show up very well. I have some muslin somewhere for this. That might show up. Let's see what we have in here. This is from this lace I have here is from Pamela Joy. I'm on her design team. Grateful to be. And so every so often she sends me a bag of lace and some bling and all kinds of little doodads. I'm just pulling out a few of these I think might look good with this, to give us something to look at for, see, first thing I want to do is I do want to go around these with this, this is black soot, just to cover that white core. Okay. Ooh, that would be pretty, but not that one. I don't want that one. I'll know it when I see it, I hope. Oh, I definitely like those flowers. I might cut a couple of those off. That's pretty, not for what I'm wanting under my letters, though. Under something like that. Let's see. No, not quite. Let me think a second. So music paper or book page under there might work. Let's try book page. I have some old book page here. Let's tear it. Let's see what that'll be like under there. We put that, and then the reflect and the breathe that way. Yeah, I kind of like that. I think we need like a piece of muslin underneath there, though. I know I have some. And I know it's right here. Here it is. Okay, let me. I'm just going to tear a piece of this off. Okay. We don't want a really, really big piece, but let's see. Let's try that. Okay, just torn a piece off, and it has a little too straight of an edge there for me. For this, so there we go. Now I'm going to take this a step further and make it just a wee bit smaller, and then I just keep putting it up there to see. I want it just a little smaller this direction. Okay, and we're going to make it even smaller. Not a lot smaller, but a little smaller. So we're going to take our little pokey tool here, and we're going to pull some of these fibers out. And it's what I call fraying, which I probably shouldn't be doing on my so let's put this piece of book page under there. I'm going to scratch at the top of my desk. Even though it won't be my desk, it will be used somewhere else. Be recycled. Okay, so if you can see there, we're just fraying it, just pulling some of those little hairs out. And I want to do that on all directions, just to give it a little texture and interest. And you can do this as little or as much as you like. And these make really great snippets when you do this. Okay, let's see here. And you can keep them little frayed pieces if you want and use them for snippets. Just some little hairs in places. They look nice on certain things. Try not to save too awful much right now because I have so much stuff in here I need to go through and get rid of some stuff. Okay, this one little corner here, I want to do a little bit more. Loosen that up. There we go. And we got one more edge. And all you're doing is just pulling some of those threads out. quite easy actually. And it gives you a little frayed look, which I like. Okay. So move those. Okay, I think we're good there. I have some on this end that are way long. I'm just going to trim those a little bit so they won't stick over my words too much, or my the pretty part of it. First, I'm going to decide where I want to put this, and I think I want to put it right here. And this is Fabri-Tac that I'm using. That, again, I forgot to fill up before we started. I have a bad habit of that, don't I? And I'm going to put it kind of at an angle. I can go up into the flowers a bit, but I don't want it to go way up in there. My little rubber thingy. It's a technical term there, rubber thingy. All right. And then now, if we put our book page, I think we're going to put our book page this way, but I want to make it a little thinner. I'll go this way. Ooh, I like that side better. Okay, so let's go this way. And then we'll put our words on. I can use the other glue for that. I don't want to waste that. So I first want, I'm going to put the glue on both of these. I want the one to come out kind of under the other one. I like the look of that. So let's put it here because I want a little of that sticking out. So if we put that there, and then I got way too much. I got way too much. Let's get it. I forgot my paper towel again too, didn't I? Okay, I got way too much glue. I want this one to go this way, just under that. Maybe up a little, but not a whole bunch. I think we need just a tiny bit right there. Come on. There we are. There we go. I like that. And we have our red poppies on there. Ooh, let's put that right there. Well, I probably should have used a Fabri-Tac on this, but that's okay. Either one I will hold. One just takes a little longer to dry than the other. Ah, get over there. I want you there. There, that's pretty. We don't want a whole bunch of bulk, of course, because we want to put it in our little pouch, but a little bit's not bad. There. Now, I did like this. Let me cut one of these. I'm just cutting this little decorative doohickey off of here. Another technical term for you, doohickey. Because I'm so technical, you know. I like this. Where do I want to put it, though? Right there? Yeah, that'll be nice right there. Really? Oh my goodness. Come on, glue. This side. Let's try to figure out which side was the right side and which side was the wrong side. Okay. All right. We'll put him right here. He looks very cute there. And I really like this little thin lace. I'm wondering about putting it along the edge. to think about that. Let's see. This goes this way. Oh, that would look cute on there. It's not taking away a whole lot. I think we want it to lay a little, we want our thing to stick out. Yeah, why not? You could put beads on these if you wanted to while you're stitching. We'll do that sometime. 'Cause I like that look too, but I didn't kind of think about it here today. Okay. I'm just doing just the edge first because I don't want it to go too far up. I just want a glance of it, more or less. And then we still have our little frayed pieces here we want to stick out. Oops. I don't know if I got enough glue all the way through there. Yeah, I don't think I did. There we go. That will do it. Then we'll come around the back side. My glue is not coming out very fast today. Make sure we got it all the way down this edge. All right. Stinky, stinky stuff. Okay. Now we're going to trim that off. And trim this off. And that just gives it a little something there. And I like that. Let's see how, oh yeah, plenty of room in there. It's gonna be plenty of room in our little pouch. Okay. Breathe and reflect. I think I have a little I think I have a little angel wing somewhere. It's a little music note. That would be cute. Well, let's keep that music note out. I don't want that stuff on. We don't want that stuff on there. Ah, there's the little wing. I think we want that. I think that's what we want. Yeah, a little angel wing. And I think we will put a little, make it dangle from there. How about that? That would work well, wouldn't it? Kind of dangling do we have? This. If I can. All right, let's see. All right. I'm going to get an old pair of scissors. Oh, actually, here I got a pair of wire cutters that'll work. I'm just going to cut this. Okay. And I got the round part because I'm going to take the round part and hold it with these little wire cutters. I'm gonna try to get it. Oh, I can't see when things are that close. It's bad when you can't see when they're too close, can't see when they're too far away. All right. You gotta hold still. All right. Oh my goodness. I can see it. I can see it. All right, come on. Oh, that wasn't good. Come here. All right, let's see if I can get a hold of it. I can hold it still. Then I can get a hold of this. Maybe. Felt like it wanted to grab there. It's not a very big hole I'm trying to get into. Oh, almost had it. I know you're probably tired of seeing me fight with this, aren't you? Helps if you have steady hands, which I do not. Oh, come on. Get on there. Oh. Rope. There it went. There it went. Oh, there it went, and I don't know where it went. Oh, goodness. All right, well, let's try this a different way. Let's just see if we can get this off of here. That worked. And let's see if we can clamp it just right on there. To twist it open. Gracious me. I could get that other one on there if I could find it. I don't know where it went. All right, well. It's you and me, kid. Come on. I think this is big enough around, I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah. Hang on. It helps to have the right tools, and I really don't have any jewelry making tools, which is what you really need for this, is some jewelry pliers, but we're gonna make it work, maybe. Oh, I lost the other one now. Well, maybe. Say we're gonna make it work. Maybe we will. All right. Goodness gracious me. All right, it's on. Now if I can just get it crimped closed. I know this is really not the right way to do it, but it worked. Okay. Now we have our little dangly. Let's put a eyelet in there. Hold it. Oh. See if I can find a silver one. Sorry about all that noise. Let's put a blue one in there. How about that? We do have a silver one, but I kind of like the blue one. But let's see if this is big enough to clamp onto there. That will be the next problem. Let's see if we have enough room. No, we don't. Darn it. That won't work. Well, let's think about it. Oh, well, we could just hook it to the lace, actually. And that way she could remove it if she wanted to. If we just hook it to the lace, I'm going to put another spot of glue above it, though, because it's not really stuck there, and we're going to need that extra support there. Prices are bird. And I like that it's laying right on that lace right there. I think that's really cute. Okay, well, tomorrow we will go from there, and we will start and decorate the inside of this and get it finished up so we can put it in our little pouch. These things I'll keep out because we may use them. I was thinking about this little flower here. Let me look at that real quick before I let you go. There we are. Just to give it another level of texture, since we can't put anything too bulky, let's put him right there. Glue works better when you open it. Sometimes. I will fill my glue up before tomorrow so you don't have to watch me struggle with that. Let's put him right there. Yeah, I like that. Looks good there. Let's get this little piece off. There. I like that. Okay. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow, and we will go from there and get the inside done. Guys, have a great day. Show the ladies below some love. If you would subscribe and like my videos, I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.